What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Today we're going to be going over the Alias mounting system from Neomag. They were gracious enough to send me their entire system so I can review it. Basically, it's 3 receivers and 3 clips that you have to work with. I really wanted to focus on the belted carry than I was the off-body type of carry, but we'll go over the off-body stuff real quick. First, let's go over some of the things that I did not use very much because I really wasn't interested in this stuff, but it's out there for you to choose from. And one is their beltless carry system. I'm sure you've seen this around quite a bit on the internet. My big issue with this style of belted carry, you know those string pants they use like joggers and stuff? Apparently you're supposed to be able to hook this to your joggers and it'll be fine. It'll hold it up. Well, the problem I have is I have really big hands. If you watch the channel, you know that. I have to carry nothing smaller than a Glock 19. So this system right here, even with these solid clips on there, it just brings my pants down when I am carrying a holster. I do not understand how people use this and are able to keep their pants up, because for me it is just simply not possible. It is a really nice system. It has a built-in receiver there. The clips are really solid off the gate. They also have a Velcro backing system as well. It pretty much is just a little loop there that your holster goes inside of, and it has another receiver right there. Okay, same exact thing. I'm holding this upside down because I'm an idiot. Okay, there we go. It looks like that. All right, same thing, putting your holster inside, and now you can stick this to a backpack or you can stick this in your vehicle. The one that I wanted to focus on the most, because I'm a concealed carrier, was the belt system, the belt carry. Okay, this little receiver slides onto your belt. So you need to make sure when you put it on your belt, these 2 little clips here are facing out. So you really, if the belt is on there, you really can't even see this receiver, which is really nice. It's kind of incognito on your belt, which is nice. It has, the top is the clip part that actually goes in the receiver. The clip goes into the receiver that way. You need to make sure that is facing in towards you. It's not facing out away from you, because then it won't work. But nice little receiver system. It's actually super fast to get the holster on and off. That's really cool. I do really like that. It's much faster than the clips I have found. Just to give you an example, here is one of the clips that we are using. Just goes simply on there and it just slides right in the receiver like that, and it is on your belt. Okay, really cool. Now to get it off of your belt, there is a little slide button thing on the bottom. You pushing it to your left, and then it slides right off of there, and the receiver stays on your belt. Really cool idea there. I do really like this receiver. Okay, so this is the one we're going to be focusing on the most, because for most of us, this is the one we're going to be using probably the most. So let's go over a few of the clips that you can use on this thing. This one was probably the easiest one, because the clip was not in the way of all the screws of your holster. So if you had to do any kind of adjustments with the holster, they were much easier to do with this one on there. It just simply goes right on the top part of the clip of the holster with these 2 holes right here. Just simply goes right on there. Super easy to get on and off. Most holsters have those 2 little holes on the top. I really did like this one. It was super comfortable with this clip. I really enjoyed this one. This is probably the most universal out of all of them, because it works really well with all of these other systems. You're kind of limited on some of these other clips on these other systems that you have, plus the hard mounting system. This one probably works the best out of all of them. So that is option number 1. Option number 2 I have on my holster right now, so we'll kind of show it. This one was the most unique. I really like this one because it had its own little wing on it integrated into the holster. So your holster itself didn't even need a wing. You could take that off, and this clip actually had the wing on it. And this wing comes in 2 different sizes. This is a small one. It also comes in a large one. Super easy to install, super easy to adjust. It made the holster pretty dang comfortable, I'm not going to lie. This was actually a pretty cool system. The only issue I had with this one in particular is that the screw sizes weren't long enough. I tightened this holster tighter than I wanted to just to get the screws engaged. And the problem with that is that this gun was not easy to get in and out of the holster. It was really tight. Like when I pulled up, my whole belt had to get pulled up as I was doing it. So I really, with this holster in particular, this is a T-Rex Arms Raptor, the old school one, I would need probably longer screws than the screws that they gave me for this thing. It just didn't quite work out. I wasn't a fan of how this particular one worked for this holster. But your mileage may vary. Your holster might be better than my holster in terms of this clip. Don't let my one review get you away from this system. Okay? And then the last clip that I want to talk to you about is we're actually going to take it out of the package. Very similar to the other one we just looked at. This is just a single clip. Let me get my face out of the way. There we go. This is just a single clip with no wing attachment. Very easy to adjust up and down. Fine with that. Same exact thing I ran into with this guy. My holster just didn't quite work with this particular clip. Like I said, mileage may vary. Your holster might work out perfect with this one, but it's all virtually the same. The receiver part, or the clip part is exactly the same. What I like about this one is you can get to all your screws. So on this one, you can see you kind of just covered those screws on the side there. There's absolutely no way I can get to the side screws at all. With this one, you can at least get to all your screws and adjust it the way you want. The only issue I had with this one, which is the same exact issue with this one, is that the screws were not long enough for this particular holster. So keep in mind that if you are going this route with this. Now, overall, what do I think about this Alias system? Is this something that I would recommend? I'm going to say yes. I think this is a good system. It has lots of different options. It does make the standard holster a lot more comfortable to carry, and I do like that you can't even see the clip because obviously the belt's on here. You can't even see the clip part. And usually when you're like raising your arms or you're reaching up high and you're exposing your belt to people, the thing they see the most is the 2 clips or the single clip holding your holster in place. Well, this one is much harder to see than, let's say, a standard clip. And I do really like that about this. This makes it a little bit more concealable, completely concealable. You really need to lift your shirt up all the way past the gun in order to actually see the gun, which is a huge positive for this system. I do like it. I have had no problems taking the gun on and off. I have no problems. If you keep this on your belt, it's really not an issue at all. Was this enough for me to change from a appendix rig to a standard rig? And I'm going to say no. I still prefer this right here. Is way more comfortable for me than a standard holster. But if you are in standard holsters, I think this is a fantastic option. Especially if you're in a subcompact gun, which I am not because I have huge hands. But if you're in a subcompact gun, I believe that this system right here is fantastic. I think this will work out great. I think you will enjoy this system. But if you guys have any questions on this system, please post them down below. I love seeing your comments. I love answering your questions. This is all about learning. If you're interested in this and you're digging this, neomag.com. I am not affiliated with them. They are not paying me. I get absolutely nothing out of this. They pretty much just sent me this system to test it out. I'm going to do some further testing on this system, but as of right now, I think I'm going to stick with my appendix carry system, just because that's the way I've carried for like the last 10 years. I tried standard holsters right off the bat. I didn't like how they felt carrying, so I am going to stick with my appendix rig as of right now. But I hope you guys all enjoyed this video and you got something out of it. Remember to train hard, get strong, be a protector. If no one said they love you today, I love you guys. God bless you all.